Good day, all. Jillian Arthur here again. In my previous podcast, I ended by saying for inclusion to be a comfortable and beneficial arrangement, there must be an appreciation of diversity and the existence of equity. But how can diversity and equity be accommodated in a single learning space? In this session, you will be introduced to the concept of the Universal Design for Learning, or UDL. UDL is rooted in the architectural concept of universal design. According to the Center for Excellence in Universal Design, the idea behind UD is that the design and composition of an environment should be such that it can be accessed, understood, and used to the greatest extent possible by all users, regardless of age, size, ability, or disability. Further, in that environment, all amenities or service should be designed to meet the needs of all persons who use it. The next time you visit a modern building, you might see that they are outfitted with ramps. Signs might be written in different languages. Water coolers are at a lower level. The numbers in the elevators are raised. In some cases, there's an audio indicating the floor at which the elevator has reached. This ensures that a cross-section of users can navigate their way through that building. In the early 1990s, David Rose of the Harvard Graduate School of Education and some educators discovered that when children struggle to succeed, it is not because of their disability, but it is largely due to the quote-unquote disability of the curriculum and not the student. They also discovered that one size does not fit all. And the deficiencies of the curriculum often excludes many students. UDL, according to Dr. Joseph Lathan, is an inclusive teaching methodology that offers educators a set of strategies and tools for engaging every student. Additionally, UDL brings learning equity to a diverse classroom by acknowledging and accommodating each learner's individual needs and strengths. The philosophy underpinning UDL is that every student learns differently. Therefore, they must be given the opportunity to learn in their own unique learning style. Dr. Lathan gives an expanded definition of the term UDL. Listen to what he says. Universal refers to the curriculum that can be used and understood by everyone. It provides meaningful learning opportunities for each and every student, with the understanding that each learner in the classroom brings their own backgrounds, strengths, needs, and interests. Design. This refers to efforts to create flexible curriculum that challenges and engages diverse learners. To do this, it is essential to develop learning goals, methods, material, and assessments that work for everyone. Learning in UDL connects to the neuroscientific understanding that the brain has 3 broad networks, and that students must be effectively challenged to use all 3 to develop knowledge, skills, and enthusiasm for learning. UDL is buttressed by 3 principles. These principles, in these principles, each area of curriculum should provide multiple, varied, and flexible options for representation, expression, and engagement. Principle 1 provides multiple means of engagement. Principle 2 provides multiple means of representation. Principle 3 provides multiple means of expression. Let me give you some quick examples of how each principle is applied. Let's look at multiple means of engagement. In a classroom where UDL is practiced, allow time to work and apply concepts taught in classes. How do you do this? You have discussion forums where learners can engage each other, they can argue points, they can discuss their views of something. This would not only help to clear up gray areas, but would also expand on their learning. Provide activity formats, varied activity formats. Okay? Enhance learning with technology and making sure that it is accessible to all your learners. Let's look at multiple means of representation. Faculty can use video-based lectures and tutorials to support the content presented through text-based readings. You can have videos, you can have podcasts, you can also include transcripts of visual and audio and slide presentations. Create course outcomes that address varying learning references. Okay? So, let's look at multiple means of expression. Again, you can have discussion boards. Improve student learning in online discussions. Again, give them guidelines to follow. Every now and again, you join the discussion to make sure that they are on the right track. You provide choices when responding to an assignment. Some students may choose to do a written, let's say, an essay, but would you frown if another student were to do a poem or a skit, all carrying the same message? What about if they painted the concept? Would they lose marks or would it be appreciated? Would you see the value of this contribution? Okay, so remember, each student learns differently, and in an all-inclusive classroom, you must cater to every need. So this brings us to the end of our segment on the universal design for learning. In our next session, we will examine the ways modern technology can foster inclusion, equity, and diversity in the classroom. Thanks again.